Did we just get trolled? Did Elon Musk really just talk right before the Super Bowl about Dogecoin while he secretly was buying Bitcoin with Tesla? Interesting. You know, I got a lot of pullback from the last video that I did, but I left it up. I put my genuine take on the situation out yesterday. Streamed it, did about an hour stream, and it was one of the most disliked videos I ever got. So if you could help me out, because I ended up bringing this up yesterday, and it turned out to be true. Now, I'm not going to try to be the guy, well, I guess I'm doing that by doing this now and saying, you know, I told you so. But because of that and all the trolls I got for that video I did yesterday, trying to tell people, hey, Bitcoin is where you want to be. Not Dogecoin, not financial advice, just my personal opinion. Financial education based on my opinion, not a Series 7 disclaimer, not to be taken as financial advice. But if you could hit the like button on this one, would really appreciate it, because it turned out what I was talking about yesterday ended up happening. So if you could hit that like button, would really appreciate it, because that was painful. I have not been trolled so hard in my life. The Dogecoin crowd, you are a powerful bunch. I have to give it to you. I have to give you credit. The Dogecoin crowd, powerful bunch, very powerful bunch there. So if you could hit the like button, because last video, they didn't like it very much. They weren't very happy with me saying, hey, I would, you know, my opinion, I think they're going to go into Bitcoin and not do anything with Dogecoin. And if, you know, Tesla and Elon Musk were actually serious about Dogecoin, they would buy some. But they didn't. You know, $1.5 billion worth of Bitcoin they just put in their treasury. 1.5 billion. The entire market cap of Dogecoin, which is ridiculously high, is a little bit over 10 billion. So 1.5 billion in Dogecoin would have really moved the needle there. That's accumulating about a 15% position in Dogecoin had they done that. Why didn't they do that? What do you mean? Doge to the moon? What? Come on. What do you go? You're going to put 1.5 billion, master troll Elon Musk. You're not going to put 1.5 billion in Bitcoin? But what about us at Doge? What about us at Dogecoin? Oh, that's not cool. That's not cool, right? All the people, you know, that, you know, believe the Dogecoin hype. Where's Elon? How come he didn't buy a Dogecoin in his treasury? Not one. They're only a couple pennies. They're only 7 pennies, right? What's going on, Elon? Come on, man. Come on. What's up with that? Wait a minute. Bitcoin? And the irony is that the Dogecoin crowd, a lot of them were, you know, saying if it was Dogecoin versus Bitcoin, a lot of them were saying Dogecoin. You know, Bitcoin's just for the wealthy people. Bitcoin's for the hedge funds. Bitcoin's wealthy people. I actually had, it actually, rather than being like funny about it or trying to be sarcastic about it, it actually bothers me a little bit that people are not understanding the market cap of something versus the price, the share price or the coin price. I had people saying, you know, oh, well, this is the people's coin. It's only a couple pennies. It's fractions of a dollar. It's pennies. It could be a full dollar. There was a YouTuber that had 150,000 subscribers that said there was a hard cap on Dogecoin. This individual made an hour-long video. He has 150,000 subscribers. His channel is named in crypto. It has crypto in the title of his channel. And he didn't even read the Dogecoin white paper before talking about it. So be very careful where you get your information from. Be very careful where you get your information from. This individual literally said Dogecoin has a hard cap like Bitcoin. Has 150,000 people he reaches out to. Didn't even read the white paper. Just wanted to make content for the clicks. Didn't even want to put the real information out there. Dogecoin is not a hard cap coin. It can be infinitely mined year over year over year. There is no cap. It doesn't end at 21 million like Bitcoin. It is not like that. It was made as a complete joke by two software engineers, one from IBM, one from Adobe, that decided to make a joke coin and call it Dogecoin and make it after the funny dog meme. And now, you know, it's funny, it's hilarious, and that's what Elon Musk really meant. And there's actually an interview that came out with him on TMZ or whatever, where he says, yeah, just kidding about that. It was created as a joke sort of thing. But he doesn't say that on his Twitter. He doesn't give the real information on his Twitter. So 46 million people following Elon Musk might not know the real information. And then another 150,000 people following this channel that literally has crypto in their title gets the wrong information from this individual who literally didn't even read the white paper before making a video and putting it out to his 150,000 subscribers. To everybody that clicks the subscribe button on my channel, I promise you, I will never put content out there that I didn't do any research on. And if I'm wrong about something, please put it in the comments down below that I'm wrong. Please put your opinion down there because I would love to hear it. But when I see somebody with that many followers, that many subscribers, that didn't even read the white paper on Dogecoin, talking about it being a hard cap, I mean, that's a pretty big oversight. It's a pretty big oversight. I'm not going to say the person's name, but maybe if you guys look up Dogecoin videos, you'll see some person that has 150,000 subscribers, crypto in their title. So that's a hint, I guess. Says it's a hard cap. It's not. It's not. Pretty big oversight. Pretty big oversight. It's like saying, yeah, I hold dollars. I hold dollars because they Yellen and, you know, Poof Powell can't print them. And everybody else is kind of looking at you like, wait, what? What? No, they print them. They print them a lot. They printed like 40% of the entire circulating supply last year, actually. They printed gold's entire market cap last year in 2020. No, they do print those dollars. That's how I was looking at that video. I'm like, wait a minute. This individual is a title. This person claims to be a crypto expert. Didn't even read the white paper on Doge. Didn't even read the white paper. So just be very careful where you get your information because a YouTuber is a YouTuber that we could be right, we could be wrong. It's none of the videos are to be taken as financial advice here. And they say that disclaimer, and I say that disclaimer all the time because it is our opinion being put out there. And often the opinion of a YouTuber could be wrong. And in this situation, it is factually incorrect that the person said it is a hard cap coin. It is not. It can be infinitely mined. And I know some people are saying, oh, well, you know, the demand could exceed the supply that can constantly be printed. Well, it can this isn't a hardening asset. That is why Bitcoin is so special, is because it actually hardens over time. It is a deflationary asset. It is the first of its type that is a deflationary asset that actually hardens over time. All other assets inflate, including Dogecoin. It doesn't matter if it inflates by 5% a year, 10% a year, 20% a year, 100% a year. It inflates. It doesn't deflate like Bitcoin does. Big difference. If you want a cryptocurrency to be the people's coin, and also what I wanted to say that was very sad that I saw in the comments from a lot of the trolls who want a quick buck. They want a quick pump and dump. That's what they want, a quick buck. They're not looking to hold Dogecoin in the long term. And I was willing to put myself out there. I was willing to take all of the hits because I wanted to put the real information out there. And all the people that subscribe to my channel, that's how I'm going to do it. It might hurt. It might hurt. I think that was one of my first videos that I had. I think it was only 70% of people, you know, hit the like button, which is still good. It's still good, but it hurt. It hurt. I don't like seeing a bunch of dislikes like that. You know, it didn't feel good, but if you actually go back and you watch the video that I dropped yesterday, it's only an hour. You know, I'm doing these live feeds. We're going to keep them around an hour now because I don't want to overdo it. You know, sometimes I will do 6-hour live streams or something. So let's keep them about an hour. But that one got me a little bit in the feels a little bit because I haven't had a video that disliked before. But if you go back, I literally said, is this a distraction by Elon Musk? Like, is he trolling everybody here? I literally said it yesterday before this was announced. And this was announced well after that video was dropped because that video was live streamed yesterday. So that's how you know that I did my research. I studied both of them. I studied Dogecoin and I studied Bitcoin. There's a good reason why Tesla didn't buy any Dogecoin in their treasury. There's a very good reason for that. You know, they bought 1.5. Why not $100,000? Why not just 100 grand in Dogecoin? You know, just throw at least 100 in there or something. You know, throw $1 million in there. Why not? Come on, Elon. All your supporters out there, all the people saying Doge to the moon, and even you joking around saying Doge to the moon, Doge to the moon. Literally said in that TMZ interview, you know, why not, Elon? For all the people that are in Dogecoin, isn't that kind of messed up? Isn't that kind of messed up? You know, even if you were against my video I did yesterday, even if you're still for Dogecoin right now, why isn't Elon putting any money in there and publicly saying that? But he's going to let his company publicly say he put 1.5 billion into Bitcoin. And by the way, I think that was a brilliant decision. I've been talking about that happening for a very long time. Now I think what's next is, you know, the Amazons, the Apples, you know, those companies getting into Bitcoin. It's inevitable now. Now it's inevitable. Now that snowball is rolling downhill. And if you go back to my prior, that's what I love so much about YouTube. Even that video I did yesterday, they got a lot of pain. You know, I hope the likes do look like they're picking up, because at one point it was getting, the percentages were looking pretty bad on that video I dropped yesterday. But it turned out everything I was talking about was true. Everything I was talking about yesterday ended up being true. And, you know, I'm willing to put myself out there to spread what I genuinely feel with my community, because I appreciate you all so much for being here. You know, thank you all so much for being part of my channel. Thank you to everybody that has been supporting me from the very beginning. All the people that actually like my videos and help them reach out to more people. Really, really appreciate you doing that. All the people that want to click the subscribe down there or have clicked the subscribe, if you click the bell afterwards, you'll be notified of all future videos. Completely free to do that. But I won't delete any video, and I won't back down even if there's a huge hype show on something that shouldn't be a hype show on it. You know, I want to help protect we the people. You know, people are talking about we the people. Well, we the people, you know, is it's a line that's very important. You know, so actually mean it when you say we the people. When you say this is the people's coin, do your research at least about it. To that crypto channel that I watched a video on where I lost 15 minutes of my life, you know, watching this video or whatever, how long it was. He did a stream on it or something, said, oh yeah, Dogecoin is a hard cap coin, to 150,000 subscribers that listen to this individual for crypto advice. Mind-boggling. Mind-boggling. But it is painful to actually, you know, be able to put your voice out there and get the criticism like I did yesterday when I said, hey, I think this is a big distraction. I think they're actually buying Tesla. I think Tesla's actually going to buy Bitcoin and not Dogecoin. And if, you know, Elon Musk really was, you know, a fan of Dogecoin, he'd put his money, you know, where he's talking. He'd be able to, you know, put some money in Dogecoin. If I was in Dogecoin right now and I believed in the hype that Elon Musk was, you know, putting on his Twitter, especially with the timing of it, he said like, oh, I'm going off Twitter for a while. And then right before the Super Bowl starts saying Doge to the moon, like Doge things, these things about Doge. Well, if I was in Dogecoin and I had, you know, bought into that, I'd be pretty bummed. You know, I'd be pretty bummed that he didn't put any money in Doge, and I would be, you know, criticizing him for it. Hey, wait a minute. Did you talk about Dogecoin because Dogecoin wasn't available? Let's look at it a little bit more detailed now. Now that we kind of got the stuff out of the way, let's talk about more of the detail about it so you can know that I actually do research my stuff here. To buy Dogecoin, it's not even available on Coinbase. On these you can't get it on PayPal. You can't get it, on Coinbase. You can't get it on the people's, somewhat you could call it like the people's exchanges in a way where it's just readily available. It's not as easy to get. So on certain kind of smaller exchanges in certain places, you can buy this Dogecoin, right? They don't even offer it on Coinbase, and that should tell you something. And we should read together what it says for the Dogecoin, you know, description. You know, let's actually talk about that. But my point on that whole situation there is, you could to get your Dogecoin, you would have to sell something or move money into these smaller platforms to buy the Dogecoin. So did you sell some of your Bitcoin to buy Dogecoin? Did you do that? And while that was happening, was Tesla accumulating those Bitcoins? Was that what was happening there? Could it be? Could it really be that the master troll trolled us? Could it be that he was actually looking to accumulate Bitcoin that entire time that he was talking about Doge and it was a distraction? And people were pumping Doge, a pretty much worthless coin in my opinion, to 10 billion on its market cap. Dogecoin has a market cap of almost like a major auto company now. You want to talk about auto companies, the market cap of Dogecoin being 10 billion? Are you kidding me? If you moved that much money into Dogecoin and it bumped its market cap up literally billions upon billions to get it to 10 billion, let's talk about the real numbers here. Well, that could actually liquidate billions of Bitcoin, billions of dollars worth of Bitcoin to be on the open market and to be scooped up for on the cheap by Tesla. Could that have really happened? Because that seems to be the case. You're talking about Dogecoin. You're joking around about Dogecoin. And if you're in Dogecoin and you don't like this video, and I'm sure there might even be a few dislikes on this one, but if you hit the like button, I'd really appreciate it because it gets the real information out to the masses. I am not somebody that didn't read a white paper and wants to talk about it. I'm not one of those channels that's just doing this only for hype. I'll do a clickbaity title, but I'm not putting no content out there that I don't truly believe in myself, or I haven't done any research on it to say that Doge is a hard cap when I couldn't even imagine even leaving that video up if I was this individual. Didn't even understand that this is an inflationary coin. Says it's a deflationary coin like Bitcoin. I can't even get that out of my head that actually happened. A person with 150,000 subscribers put out false information like that. Mind-boggling. And all the comments are in the comments like, wait a minute, bro, did you research Dogecoin? Like, did you just make this video and not research at all? But back to the point. Let's get to the Dogecoin market cap. Instead of looking, and this is another point that I wanted to get at because it's very sad that people are not looking at the market cap. They're looking at the price of the item. So you might look at Dogecoin and see it's trading at 8 cents or whatever, right? Or 7 cents or wherever it is. I'm going to look it up right now. But you're not looking at the fact that it's a $10 billion plus market cap. You might look at Bitcoin and go, and I literally got comments like this, which bums me out. It bums me out because it's not, people have to understand, like when Tesla was at 30 billion on its market cap, that's when I got bullish about Tesla. It wasn't about Tesla being at 300 or 400. It was about its overall market cap and knowing it was a technology company and knowing what the future could be for Tesla. That's what mattered to me was the market cap. I was like, wait, 30 billion, Uber's at 350 billion. This is back at that time when I first got invested in Tesla. And I thought to myself, wait a minute, that doesn't make too much sense. Their technology is way better than anything from Uber. That's just an app. How is that app worth 350 billion and Tesla's only worth 30 billion? Turns around and now you see what happened. But a lot of people get caught up on the number. And that's why you see Tesla still going up after the stock split. A lot of people don't even know there was a 5-to-1 stock split. The real trading price of Tesla is 5 times where it is. So if it's at 800 right now, 5 times 800, it's actually at 4,000. Yeah. It's actually at 4,000 a share. So a lot of people out there don't even understand what a stock split does to the stock. It's about the market cap. You got to be looking at and I hope that my videos help inform you rather than distract you and say, oh, this is the people's coin. It's a few pennies. No, it's not a few pennies. It's just a lot of them out there. It's just a very, very diluted coin that there's a lot of them. However, the market cap is ridiculously high at 10 billion plus right now. I got to look it up at what the actual market cap is here. Yeah, Dogecoin, it's at 8 cents right now. It's pulled off its high. Its high was 8 cents and a half a cent. I don't even know how to say that. 0.0849. So 0.85 0.085 was its high, and right now it's at just 8 cents. So you see on your screen 8 cents, but what you got to be looking at here you got to be looking at the market cap. Don't look at the 8 cents because this actually, I know I should be sarcastic and make a joke about this, like somebody, oh, you're not even informed at all. But realistically, everybody has to start somewhere. Everyone has to learn about finances somewhere. And I hope that I can at least shed some real information out there that helps you rather than just making fun or something or bullying like I was bullied yesterday for telling the truth. So everybody in this video, everybody that clicks like, I really appreciate it because that hurt yesterday. And I was just trying to help people. I was trying to get real information out there yesterday on that video. And you can watch that video because it's still posted. And you can see exactly that I was calling that this looked like a distraction. It looked like they were going to buy Bitcoin, and it was a major, troll move. But back to the point, don't look at 8 cents. I had some people commenting and saying, oh, well, Doge is what the people can afford. The people can afford this. Dogecoin, people can afford it. It has a higher market cap than GME did. Yeah. It puts it in perspective. It puts it in perspective. 10.3 billion on a market cap on a coin that is inflationary. That's not small. You see 8 cents. You could make Tesla stock itself 8 cents. You could literally make Tesla stock itself 8 cents in theory, but then you would just have a ridiculous amount of shares. You would just divide it by a ridiculous amount of shares. So yes, you see Tesla at 800 plus per share. You could make it 8 cents if you want to play a mind game with everybody. But then you would just have a lot more shares. You could make Bitcoin that cheap too. Well, you can't because it's actually 21 million on its cap. It's a capped coin that hardens over time. It's a deflationary coin, not like an inflationary coin like Dogecoin. Everybody in the crypto community saw that as a huge joke, and they were embarrassed by it. The people that actually know the cryptocurrency community, there's two types of people in crypto. There's people that know what could happen here, want to make money and believe in it. And they believe in it and they want it to change the world, but they also want to make money too, obviously. But they truly believe in the technology. They've done their research and they're in it for the long term. I've held Bitcoin for a very long time. Not a very, very long time, unfortunately, but a pretty long time. I got in for a pretty good entry price. Is anybody buying Dogecoin to hold it for the long term? Is anybody? Really? Or are they just trying to make a quick buck? So there's the two types of people. There's the people that want to hold for the long term and believe in the future of cryptocurrency. And there's people that just want a quick buck and want to get out. I'm not really a fan of the latter. I'm one of the people that that researches what I want to put my money into. And I would rather make 10% on a million than make, thousands of percents on 1,000. I'd rather make my consistent 10, 20%. And obviously Bitcoin is outperforming that. But yeah, don't forget platinum. We've been talking about all of us silver squirrels in here. We've been talking about our silver metals, our silver and our platinum, and we're crushing it. We're crushing it, guys. So all the silver squirrels in here, all the people in my community, I appreciate you all. Thank you all so much for being here. All the people that have supported me from the very beginning means a lot to me, especially when you get just outright attacked like I was yesterday for talking, any type of skepticism about Dogecoin. But I want to share some real information out there to actually look at the market caps here. The sad part, this is what I was getting to. So we got a 10.3 billion market cap on Dogecoin, right? Then when we go to Bitcoin, you see, yeah, okay, well, it's at 43,000, right? You got 43,000 on Bitcoin. Yeah, it's high, right? That's got to be the hedge funds coin, that's the institution's coin, that's not the people's coin like Dogecoin. These individuals, it was sad to me, and I don't want to make fun of it. I'd rather just inform them. You can buy fractional shares of Bitcoin. Just so you know. And I know that there's we got almost 500 people in here. It's a lot of people in here don't know that I think a lot of us probably know, but a lot of people that are getting into Dogecoin or buying into crypto for the first time don't understand that you can buy a fractional amount of Bitcoin. You do not have to pay $43,000 for one Bitcoin. Just so you know. Just so you know, you do not have to pay $43,000. You can buy a fractional amount of Bitcoin. So when people say, oh, this is the people's coin, it's only a few pennies, it's going to go to the moon, it's going to go to $1, just watch. This was a coin that was created as a joke. It's not looking like too much of a joke anymore at a $10 billion market cap. However, the coin is what the coin is. It is an inflationary coin, just like the dollar. It can be printed, just like the dollar. So research what you are putting your money into and know that no, Bitcoin isn't the hedge funds coin. They're probably starting to just get into it now, especially with the eyeballs that Tesla brings now. Now, I mean, it's inevitable in my opinion. And this is stuff that I talked about a long time ago on the channel. So I should be on here being like, I told you so, I told you so, I told you so. But please go back in my old videos and see what I talked about on Bitcoin. I would be willing to wager myself, just my personal opinion, that I think Amazon will get into Bitcoin and start accepting Bitcoin. I think we will see Apple get into Bitcoin and cryptocurrency and get into that blockchain space. I think we will start seeing these huge, monster companies starting to get into Bitcoin, just like we saw PayPal after we were all of us silver squirrels were talking about how Cash App got into it. And, then PayPal gets into it. And now Tesla's getting into it. We were talking about how Michael Saylor was talking. We talked about all these things on the channel. So what's awesome is seeing the group of silver squirrels that we have here, our community, the things that we have been talking about has been coming to fruition. And so thank you all so much for being part of this community. Thank you so much for helping the growth of my channel here. I'm humbled by it. I'm humbled by it. And it's hard to be able to put that real information out there when you're going against the grain. But I've been doing that my whole life. The amount of people that told me when I first started in the precious metals business, oh, you need way too much capital to be in the precious metals business. You're never going to make it in that. You'll never be able to do that. And in general, when I dropped out of college and all of that, why would you drop out of college? My own family. So I've been going against the grain for a long time. So it's not hard for me to put my real information out there and put my genuine opinion out there, even when I got a field of pumpers trying to pump up Dogecoin when I'm trying to tell the truth about it. Even when there's crypto channels that have 10x plus the subscribers that I do, giving false information that they didn't even research about. But you know what? We have a community of what I believe it's a little bit over 11,000 of us in here. And I'm stoked on that. We might not be the channel with 150,000 subscribers, but we are a channel of real community here giving out real information. And I appreciate every single one of you in the comments. Thank you all so much for being here. And thank you all so much for your support. All of the people that have been supporting this channel, everybody that smashes the like buttons on my videos, it helps my videos. It genuinely, I know every YouTuber says the same thing. Please smash the like button. Please smash the like button. Please smash the like button. And it gets annoying. I get it. But if you find the content to be valuable on what you are watching, if you hit the like button, it helps the video reach more people from the YouTube algorithm. And I actually took a major hit on my channel by putting real information out there. I got a lot of downvotes, which actually hurts my channel. So now people will at least be able to go back to that video, and I hope that percentage changes when people actually watch the content that I dropped yesterday and go, wow, he kind of called it. Elon Musk didn't buy Dogecoin, he bought Bitcoin. And he was trolling all of us to sell our Bitcoin to buy Dogecoin while secretly his company was scooping up Bitcoin. It's kind of not cool. Kind of not cool, if I was in Doge, I'd be kind of like, I would be, since all the people that were trolling me yesterday, I would be going and trolling Elon Musk and saying, hey, how come you're not buying Doge? You're talking about Doge to the moon. I mean, why haven't you bought any? You publicly announced that you put 1.5 billion into Bitcoin. I thought Bitcoin wasn't the people's coin. I thought it was Dogecoin, Elon. What's up with that? You're not a little bit bummed? All the trolls that are, big on Dogecoin, you're not a little bit bummed about that? I would be kind of bummed, Like, really, let's hear it in the comments today. I would be kind of bummed, To the Notorious Haas. The Notorious Haas says, Dogecoin is capped on the amount we can mine each year. Same thing with Ethereum, bro. Yeah, I don't like it. I know that. It doesn't matter if it's capped at 5%. It doesn't matter if it's capped at 10%. It doesn't matter what the cap is. The fact is it's an inflationary coin. It is not a deflationary coin like Bitcoin is. It is an inflationary coin. An inflationary coin is no different than fiat currency. So what exactly are you researching? What exactly is the point of saying, oh, it has a cap on the amount of coins it can mine each year? That's not a cap. On the inflation rate? What, a 5% inflation rate? You're happy with a 5% inflation rate? I'm not happy with a 5% inflation rate. I don't want that to be the future of my money. You want that to be the future of your money? A 5% inflation rate? Psh. Psh. That's a rough inflation rate, just being real with you. I would study the inflation rate of the dollar and see, okay, what we want to replicate the dollar and do another fiat digital. I'm not with it. I'm not with that. Check out the top 20 wallets for Doge. GRUS704. Check the top 20 wallets for Doge. 30% is held in one wallet. 50% of the supply is held in 20 wallets. This is primed for a pump and dump. Look like somebody's doing his research. A fellow silver squirrel out there has done his research, and I hope that people do their research as well. Russ, I really appreciate the comment. Thank you for the super chat. I'm going through the super chats. I missed a few of them. I'm going to try to get through these here. Paul Allen says Bitcoin to the moon. Now that is something I can get behind because I have researched Bitcoin. I have looked into it, and it's beautiful. It's elegant. It doesn't have any competition. The difference between Dogecoin and Bitcoin is literally like going up to a perfected Tesla and then going next to it with a, you know what? This is perfect. This is the best way to say this. It's literally Bitcoin is a perfected Tesla that just came off of, the showroom floor in Tesla, where it came off the Tesla line, and it is a, P100D with full plaid mode or ludicrous mode. 0 to 60 in like 2-something seconds. Just a monster sports car, right? That's Bitcoin. Dogecoin is barely, like one of the first cars, the Model T. It's the Model T, the Ford Model T or whatever, This is a Ford Model T off the line in the early 1900s. And we're saying, oh yeah, I can compete. Yeah, I can compete. Woo! Dogecoin can compete with this perfected Tesla that goes 0 to 60 in 2 seconds. This car that can't even barely hit 60, can barely hit 30 miles. I don't even know how fast those cars go. But yeah, Dogecoin, woo! No, it can't compete. No, it can't compete with Bitcoin. It doesn't stand a chance. Better yet, it is designed with major flaws. To be an inflationary coin and thinking you can use that as a store of value is ridiculous. The framework behind it, everything, it makes no sense. It makes no sense. And so it bums me out. It really bums me out to see, people get trolled. People believe in the hype. People want a quick buck. And another person in here, I didn't even know that someone says, I don't know if that's true or not. I'm going to have to look into it myself. But someone says that there's a 50% of it is stored in 20 wallets. Yeah. Sounds like the people's coin to me. And he said the other, he said 20, 30% in like a few other wallets. So say there's 100 wallets out there that have 75% of the Dogecoins. 100 wallets with 75% of the Dogecoins. Sounds pretty rough. I'm going to have to double check that. And I hope that all the 500 people in here go and double check that. But sounds pretty rough. I wouldn't want to be in that coin myself. I'd want to be in Bitcoin. The coin that Tesla ended up buying. How come Tesla didn't buy Dogecoin? All the people in Dogecoin, rather than directing your anger at me and trying to dislike my videos and trying to damage my channel for putting out real information, why don't you go and ask Elon Musk why he didn't put any money in Doge? Why don't you go ask him? Because that's what I would have expected if I was you. I would have expected Tesla to say, hey, we bought 1.5 billion worth of Bitcoin and we bought $500 million worth of Dogecoin. Except they didn't do that latter part. They only bought the Bitcoin because the Bitcoin is the real asset. the Bitcoin is the winner. That's why they bought it. It was a big, distraction. They distracted with Dogecoin while they were accumulating Bitcoin. People sold off their Bitcoin to have the money in the money markets of the smaller exchanges to buy Dogecoin. And odds are when they let go of their Bitcoin, Tesla was silently scooping it up because they had to scoop it up somehow. 1.5 billion is a pretty big amount of Bitcoin. So they were scooping it up on the cheap. And then they dropped the information Monday morning. And now all the people in Dogecoin are left scratching their head and going, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Dogecoin is the people's coin. Why would Tesla do this? But Dogecoin, what happened? What happened there? Right? I would be pretty bummed. And I'd want some answers. And to get to the point of Tesla actually doing this, brilliant decision. Brilliant decision. Super smart to do that when you have that much money sitting in your treasury. Also very smart to do a secondary when they did their secondaries and bring that money in the treasury so they could do something like this. I was saying that GME should have done this a very long time ago. And if they haven't, they should get on that. They should probably do a secondary while they can, while they're, overly inflated and they're valued at something they're not worth. That's what Tesla did. When they got inflated, when their stock price got inflated, they said, hey, well, actually, we can make this money real and do a secondary and put this money in our treasury. And then we're really secure. And then nobody can say we're going bankrupt. Then Jim Chanos has no argument against us. All the short sellers, they have no argument against us. Okay, well, that would be perfect, right? That would be amazing. So they did that. And it was brilliant. All of the executive decisions with Tesla have been brilliant. We're in regards to their treasury, in regards to the secondaries to get money into their treasury. All of their money, the CFO work over there is brilliant. No, I have no problem with it. I think it's amazing. However, I wish Elon Musk, like I said yesterday in that video that got trolled on really hard, I wish he had said the truth and had gotten the information out there and said, yeah, Doge was created as a joke. I think it's a funny joke, but we're actually accumulating Bitcoin with Tesla, But instead he did it silently and very sneaky and then drops the information here on Monday. Again, brilliant decision. Very smart decision to do what he did. But still, it was very sneaky. And I feel like I feel kind of lied to. I feel a little bit abandoned if I was in the Doge community. If I was buying Doge, I have never bought any Doge. I've never bought a single altcoin. I have had a little bit of Ethereum that I sold and put into Bitcoin, and I'm still looking at Ethereum very skeptical based on the fact that it is inflationary, but I'm still researching and trying to see some companies start adopting Ethereum. But that goes more into the argument here. If a coin was needed that was inflationary and had a capped inflation rate, which 5% is a kind of high capped inflation rate. It's pretty similar to the dollar. But say that coin was needed, it would be Ethereum. It wouldn't be Dogecoin. So it's like there is literally no use for this. If you have something, goes back to that. I was going to make a video on this because I loved Michael Saylor's argument. Someone asked Michael Saylor, and this is somebody I really, really respect in the Bitcoin community because you can tell how much thought he put into this when he talks about it. And I was going to make a video on Michael Saylor and his points, but I'll do a little bit on it here. He talked about with Bitcoin, someone asked him, what would it take for you to sell the over $1 billion position that he has in Bitcoin with Microsystems? Or is it Micro Solutions, his company? One or the other. But Michael Saylor's company in their treasury put over $1 billion of Bitcoin. And his answer to would he ever sell Bitcoin was when something comes out that's better. If something comes out that is better than Bitcoin, we will sell it and put it into that. And what did he mean by that? If you're riding a bicycle and cars aren't invented yet, you're going to ride your bicycle. But as soon as a car gets invented, you're going to drive in the car. Because it's better. It's faster. You're going to have a gas car. And it works. And you're not going to really want to sell your gas car. It works. Gas prices are fair. The car works until the gas prices rise and it's ineffective and there's pollution and all of that. And then you end up going with an electric car that's way better, not only for the, green aspect of it, but the aspect that it is actually a better technology. It is a faster car. It has all of these software solutions to things that the gas car didn't have. So it's better. So you'll move from the gas car, which was good, to something better that is an electric car. You know, that's what needs to happen for us to evolve and to replace something like Bitcoin. You would need something that is better. However, right now in the crypto space, there's nothing that is better. There is nothing that is better. There is no system as elegant. So it's basically like the community in Dogecoin is looking at this beautiful, perfectly crafted crypto that is evenly dispersed and has this great network of computers already fully in play. All the miners fully in play. It is a beautiful, the most powerful blockchain, controls roughly 80% of the entire cryptocurrency market cap, not the tiny, fraction of 1% that Dogecoin is of the entire cryptocurrency market cap. And you think that Doge can compete with that? That's literally looking at a Tesla and a Ford Model T from the early 1900s and going, yeah, the Model T, for sure. Dogecoin. It's not better. If it was better, if the technology was better, if it made more sense, if all of that happening at once, then yeah, fine. But you don't have the blockchain established like Bitcoin does that's been around for over 12 years. You don't have an established blockchain, the strongest blockchain in the world. You don't have the network to handle that kind of workload. You have a small altcoin that is less than 1% of the entire cryptocurrency market cap. Or now that it's pumped up to 10 billion, I have to recheck that figure. But a very, very small sliver of the entire cryptocurrency market cap. But 10 billion is absolutely ludicrous for that market cap. And no, just because something is 8 pennies does not mean that it's valued at 8 pennies. It is valued at 10 billion. Dogecoin is valued at 10 billion. And that is what people need to understand. Not 8 cents. The penny stocks, they do that to you. They make you think, oh, this thing just goes up, to 10 cents. That's a big gain there. If this thing just goes up to $1, it's only 8 cents. That's the people's coin. It's got to be. No, there's just so many of them. There's so many shares, so many coins out there that it diluted it down to 8 cents. But realistically, you could have that coin be $43,000, just like Bitcoin. You could make that coin even more expensive than Bitcoin. If you could make a Dogecoin $100,000, would people consider it cheap then? You could make a Dogecoin $100,000, but then you would just have less coins in the system and you would be less diluted. If you wanted to make it less diluted and take coins off the market, then yeah, you can make Dogecoin $1 million. You can make Dogecoin cost $1 million a coin. And people haven't wrapped that around their head for some reason, and it's very sad. And rather than using it for something to be sarcastic or poke fun at, I would rather just get that information out there because there's probably a lot of people watching this that might not know that. They might not know that it doesn't matter what the small amount of cost the coin is. What matters is the overall market cap. And that coin price can change to whatever. It matters about the overall market cap. And the market cap is ridiculously overvalued at $10 billion on Dogecoin. And I think the executive team at Tesla knows that, which is why they chose Bitcoin. With that being said, that is pretty much all I wanted to talk about in this video. If you haven't been subscribed to this channel, if you want to subscribe to this channel, would love to have you in the community. All you got to do is click the red subscribe down below, and the bell afterwards will get you notified of all future videos on this channel. Completely free to do it. Would love to have you in the community. You can check all the other videos that I've done, including the one that got harshly criticized yesterday. So anybody that hits the like button, it would really make me feel better because that was painful yesterday. That was really painful. And if you could hit the like button on that video I dropped yesterday to help that ratio out, would mean a lot to me because it ended up being true. And it's like getting, attacked for being right, and so it's kind of painful, but it's something I'm willing to do. It's something I'm willing to do for my community, all my fellow silver squirrels out there. And by the way, apart from Bitcoin jumping up on this news, and apart how great, it's amazing news that Tesla did this. It's amazing news. So I don't want to get distracted just with the fact that I think it's kind of odd that Elon Musk was distracting everybody with Dogecoin while he was accumulating Bitcoin. The fact that he did accumulate Bitcoin is amazing. Absolutely amazing. It's going to spark a snowball effect like nobody's business now with Bitcoin. And if we see more companies actually continue to accumulate Bitcoin in their treasury for preservation of capital, which is actually how they worded it with the SEC, to preserve capital. It's huge. I mean, this is a deflationary coin. So there's less and less that it ends at 21 million and it gets harder and harder to get Bitcoin. So if it continues like this, the way that you could actually change a monetary system is by the companies within that monetary system adopting a new monetary system. That is how you change it. You have to get the companies that exist right now to be converting their treasuries to this new asset class, and then you have it. That's how it happens. And Michael Saylor knew this. And so everyone in the Bitcoin community, round of applause for Michael Saylor. Michael Saylor, one day I would love to be able to chat with Michael Saylor because he is a gem in the cryptocurrency community. And because of him, he was the first pioneer really to publicly say, hey, we are buying this in our treasury. And I believe in this. And he is, pot committed and so confident in his words and so logical with his approaches on everything I've been watching with Michael Saylor. Just super impressed with him, super impressed. And I look up to him. One of the people out there that I every time he drops a new video, I'm just locked in. I think it's amazing everything that he's saying and the logic behind his words. I love the way he phrased that. When someone asked him, would you ever sell your Bitcoin? And he goes, when something is better that comes out. But I don't see anything better right now. If I'm riding a bike and cars aren't invented yet, the bike's the best. I love this bike. It gets me where I need to go and it's fast. Better than walking or running. This bike is fast. But then you see a car and you go, wow, that's better. Okay, I'll get in the car. Dogecoin isn't better than Bitcoin. It's not better than Ethereum. And if you were going to want a coin that had a cap on its inflation rate, which is why I'm skeptical of Ethereum, you're going to choose Ethereum. Why would you go with Dogecoin? It doesn't have the ability to lock smart contracts in it. This isn't programmable money like Ethereum is. Why would you ever? It's an unnecessary thing. That's why I'm so adamantly against it, is because it is completely unnecessary. It is not replacing anything. It is not better than anything. And in Elon's own words, you should focus on the product first. And that's why I look up to Elon Musk and why I'm sad about this, really. And it bothers me because I look up to Elon Musk and his teachings and the things that he talks about, I've looked up to him for a very long time. And he was part of my inspiration for building my company and for doing these videos and everything. I mean, I've been an Elon Musk fanboy for a long time throughout all of my 20s. I'm 27 now. So it's like it bothers me that he's going against his own teachings in a way where he literally says, focus on the product first. Everybody that knows Elon Musk knows that he says, focus on the product first, everything else will follow. Well, the people that focused on the product with Dogecoin created a faulty altcoin as a joke, that it is an inflationary coin that inflates at 5% per year, keeps inflating just like the dollar does. It's just fiat digital. And you're pumping that while you're accumulating the one that actually is the one that focused on the product first and designed something extremely elegant, something extremely beautiful like Bitcoin. So you're accumulating that, but you're pumping the one that is a faulty object or coin, altcoin. Bothers me. It bums me out. Really bums me out. But again, props to Michael Saylor for getting these companies like Tesla interested in Bitcoin. I'd be hard pressed to think that this decision wasn't affected by him. Or he didn't have an effect on this decision, because he was actually directly saying, hey, I will give you my war chest. I will give you my instructions on why I am buying Bitcoin. Let's talk, in the Twitter conversations. And it turns out they did put, and 1.5 billion isn't a small amount either. It's a pretty large amount. So props to Michael Saylor for starting this. And now that snowball is rolling with Microsystems putting over $1 billion in Bitcoin, now Tesla putting over $1 billion in Bitcoin. Now you're seeing, PayPal is going to start putting more money into Bitcoin. You're going to start seeing Cash App putting more money into Bitcoin. Excuse me. It's incredible. It's incredible to see. And I think that this is the only way that you could actually change the monetary system. I mean, that is $1.5 billion of fiat currency that has been poofed, just like Poof Powell would poof it in. Tesla now poofed it out of existence and put it into something else where it is stored in a different asset class of Satoshis, of Bitcoin that are valued in Satoshis, that's how you do it. Michael Saylor has thought this out. He's not somebody that's just trying to hype it up just for a quick buck. Now he stands to gain. I stand to gain off Bitcoin. All the people in Bitcoin stand to gain off of it, but they're not just doing it for the hype. They're not looking to get out of it tomorrow. They're not looking for it to go from 8 cents to $1 so they can just go, woo, turned $100 into 2,000, right on, dumped it on the other people. They're not looking to do that with Bitcoin. They are looking to actually change the monetary system and change the world for the better. And that's what I love about it. And that's why I've been against Peter Schiff on Bitcoin. So a lot of people in here, they might think I'm only a precious metals guy just because I own Mineral Exchange. I am a precious metals guy. I have the majority of my net worth in precious metals, but I have a lot of Bitcoin and I believe in Bitcoin. And I have gone against Peter Schiff many times, and he's actually commented on my videos. Peter Schiff has gone back on one of my videos where I said he was wrong about Bitcoin. And when Bitcoin, I want to say at that time, Bitcoin was somewhere around 13,000 or 10,000. So how's that looking, Peter Schiff? That comment's really aging well. But I have been, putting this out there. This isn't like a new thing for me to randomly talk about. Before all this Dogecoin hype, before all of it, I was talking about silver. Before all this Dogecoin hype and the Wall Street bets hype and all that, I was talking about silver. I've been in the silver industry for over 5 years. With Bitcoin, I've been talking about that way before this Dogecoin hype. So I'm not somebody that's just taking the opposite approach here. And the videos are there to document that. So I hope the truth speaks for itself. And I hope that it takes away. I can't say that it surprises me what happened here with Tesla. I think that, that's what I talked about yesterday and why I got so much pullback. But I think it's a great decision they made. But I'm also very bothered for all of the people, obviously, because of all of the hate that I got yesterday and all the downvotes I got. I don't know how many downvotes are on this video, but I hope people like it. I really do, because I'm trying to put the genuine information out there and help people. But based on how many people disliked it, that's a lot of people that took Elon Musk very serious. And it's very surprising. A lot of people took Elon Musk very, very serious. And it's obvious based on how many dislikes I got and how many, trolls and haters were on that video. And they might have genuinely believed in Dogecoin. And they might still genuinely believe in Dogecoin. However, the person who was hyping it didn't buy any and turned around and actually bought the one that you guys kind of didn't like that much. You're saying Bitcoin's for the hedge funds and all that. And then they go and support it and put 1.5 billion into it. I'd be kind of mad. So maybe you can direct less of that anger at me, who tried to tell you what was going to happen, and more at the person who didn't put any money in Dogecoin himself. Maybe you guys should ask him some questions, because saying the messages that he did, the hype that he did while he was actually accumulating Bitcoin, is kind of wrong, in my opinion. And I'm a fan of Elon Musk. It's kind of wrong what he did. Not buying any of it. Not even 100,000 worth, 1.5 billion worth of Bitcoin, but not even 8 cents of Dogecoin, And I don't think he could. I think he did that on purpose, because, and now it's like, could he actually legally do it after pumping it like that? I don't know. But I had a lot of comments also that were talking about, oh, Elon Musk can do whatever he wants. He has freedom of speech, just like you have freedom of speech. Of course he does. Of course he does. We all have our freedom of speech. But at the end of the day, I don't reach out to 46 million people. I reach out to a little bit under 12,000. And maybe we can get over 12,000 if you guys want to click the subscribe button. It's free to click the subscribe button. We'd love to have you in the community. But I reach out to a little bit under 12,000 people here. I don't reach out to 46 million people, but yet I still try my best to put out real information and tell you everything that I know about that information from the heart. I don't want to put out information that isn't what I genuinely believe in myself. So if I had 46 million people following me, I would feel some obligation to be, factually correct with them and make sure that they know my genuine feelings about it. Because when you watch the video interview, and after you watch this live feed, maybe look up that video interview. I posted it on my Instagram. If I miss your comment here, I will get back to every single comment in my DMs on Instagram. If you want to follow @RobSultan on Instagram, you can go to my Instagram @RobSultan on Instagram. But I posted a video there on my Instagram of Elon Musk and his actual thoughts on Dogecoin that he did yesterday or the day before. TMZ like kind of caught him at a dinner or something like that. And so he's like, yeah, you know, it started out as a joke, you know, and you can see the way that he's talking and he's not serious at all. He's completely kidding. He's completely kidding, but he's not posting that video. He's only posting the hype tweets. So that if you go to my Instagram, you will see the real video on how Elon Musk really feels about Dogecoin, and it will bother you a little bit. It'll bother you a little bit because you might have thought he was a little bit different than that on Dogecoin. So it's on my Instagram. If you go to @RobSultan on Instagram, I literally posted, that's the last post I just did, was that video. And if you have any questions, you can DM me on Instagram as well. It is me. I'm a small person on Instagram, small person here on YouTube. I am accessible. So if you shoot me a DM there on Instagram, I will get back to you. It might take me a day, it might take me a week, but I will get back to you. There's quite a few in there, and I'm getting back to them slowly here. I got to get out a lot of packages today too with my main company, with Mineral Exchange. But I wanted to do this video because that was painful yesterday, guys. That was painful yesterday. So seeing what happened here after the pain I got yesterday and all the dislikes I got yesterday for saying that I think they're probably going to go into Bitcoin. And if they were, you know, serious about Dogecoin, they would buy Dogecoin, and they didn't. They didn't. And I also talked about how Elon Musk only controls the treasury, can really make the movement for Elon Musk, because Elon Musk might be the richest person in the world on paper, but actually with assets, just like me with my company. I mean, I'm nowhere. I am the smallest of fries in comparison to Elon Musk. I am nothing in the range of that. But my assets, I might have a net worth that's large, but my assets might be tied up in metal, or my assets might be tied up in things. If you're a logical investor, you don't want to have that money sitting liquid in dollars, only about 10, 20% of it maybe, you know, but he is not all tied up in Tesla. The majority of Elon Musk's net worth is in Tesla, which he can, you know, have some impact on what the treasury does. He can't just, he can't go out of his way and buy $1 billion of Dogecoin out of his own assets, because that asset isn't available. It's all in Tesla. It's all tied up. So that's something a lot of people need to understand about Elon Musk, is he can't, you know, literally go buy it. And that's something I talked about yesterday. With the treasury, though, he can have an impact with what Tesla does with its, I believe it's like a $20 billion treasury, which is unbelievable. That used to be their market cap. You know, now they have it in liquid cash sitting there. They're pretty healthy right now based on doing the secondaries that GME and AMC should have done. And they should do. And that's why I'm not in those stocks either. And that's why I was against those stocks prior to the crash then too. And at that time, this was about a week and a half ago, a lot of people gave me flack about saying, hey, GME is probably not a good thing to do right now. I wouldn't go in GME if I was you, because it looks like it's pretty high and they should do a secondary. You know, it fell from 200 something down to where it is now. I don't know where it is now, but it's definitely not 200 something. It's not easy to go against the grain. It's not. But to see what Elon Musk did, is he bought Bitcoin, didn't buy any Dogecoin. And maybe we're wrong about that. Maybe he does buy Dogecoin in the future, but I can tell you it would be a foolish decision. It would be completely foolish to buy Dogecoin and strictly a charity thing, like as a joke, or strictly like a meme, not even a charity, like a meme, because inevitably the people who are holding the majority of Dogecoin are going to drop it, and then people are going to get hurt. And we're talking about real money here. And not only real money, it's people that look at it and go, oh, it's only 8 cents, you know, and they don't understand it's 10 billion on the market cap. Oh, it's only 8 cents, but no. It's 10 billion, and it's really overvalued, and it's a very faultily made coin. And Ethereum is a way, way better choice. And you can buy a fractional amount of Ether. You can buy a fractional amount of Bitcoin. You do not have to buy $43,000 worth. I want to really drive that home. I know I'm repeating myself, but I really hope it drives that information home. Dogecoin could be the same price as Ethereum. It could be the same price as Bitcoin. All that they would do would have less coins available. There is a $10 billion market cap. So obviously it could have a $100,000 price per coin of Dogecoin. But people are looking at that 8 cents figure because it is such a diluted coin. Ethereum is way better. Way better. So it really is having a superior technology in Bitcoin and Ethereum, and like making a mockery of that superior technology by going into Dogecoin, because you're looking at this, you can buy a fractional amount of the superior technology, and that's why it's more expensive. And that's why there's more, you know, billionaires and actual, you know, real investors going into those, because it's real. And they obviously do their research. You know, I'm not on the same level as Raoul Paul or as Michael Saylor or as Elon Musk's treasury, but I know what Bitcoin's white paper looks like compared to Dogecoin's white paper, and I'm going to look at the finite details prior to putting any of my money anywhere, whether it's $10 or 10,000 or 100,000. I'm going to look at all of the details of where I'm putting my money, and I think you should too. And if you look into the details of Dogecoin, that'll be the last thing that we do with this live feed here. I'm going to try to get to a couple more comments too while we're at it, but I want to limit these live feeds to around like an hour. I don't know how long we've gone so far, but something around that range. But let's talk about this Dogecoin thing real quick, a little bit more here. So we pull up Doge. This is literally what the definition of Doge is, sitting at 8 cents still. Dogecoin is a cryptocurrency that, this is where it says about Dogecoin. Dogecoin is a cryptocurrency that was created as a joke. Its name is a reference to the popular internet meme. It shares many features with Litecoin. However, unlike Litecoin, there is no hard cap on the number of Dogecoins that can be produced, period. Don't believe me? That's right from the description. So please, please, before you want easy money, before you want to buy into hype, research what you're looking into. Because if there's anything that is like a Ponzi, in my opinion, it's something that doesn't have a hard cap. It is who is the bigger fool? Who is willing to buy into this and who is smart enough to sell it at the right time? It's not something that is needed. It is not a better technology than Bitcoin, not even close to a better technology to Bitcoin or Ethereum or Litecoin for that matter. But I'm not really interested in Litecoin, but it is not a better technology than any of those. It is an insuperior technology. That's the word. Unsuperior, inferior. And it's being hyped while these big companies are accumulating the true asset, which is Bitcoin. And until they buy Dogecoin to prove me incorrect, I'm right on this one, or I have been right on this one. And I'm sorry to say it that way. I know some people might think that's arrogant, but I got a lot of hate yesterday for trying to shed the truth on everybody and try to tell stuff from my heart. And if you could go back to that video, you can watch it. It's the video right prior to this one, the live feed I did right prior to this one with the same kind of similar clicky thumbnail. Got to say, this thumbnail, I really worked out a gem on this thumbnail. So if you got into this video on that thumbnail, I got to give myself a little pat on the back for that one. That one with the Elon Musk, Dr. Evil with a Bitcoin. I put him with a Bitcoin. Was that a monocule or something? I forget what the name is for that, but yeah, I put some work on that thumbnail. But there's a thumbnail that's similar where he's holding up a Dogecoin. It's the one right before this video, and I literally said exactly what happened today in that video yesterday, and I got so many dislikes and so many people. I mean, we still had a great ratio when it came to more likes than dislikes, but it was painful. It was the first video of mine that dropped under 70% on the like ratio. So it was painful to see that, and I take that very serious because it actually affects the channel. But I'm still, even if it hurts my channel, even if it gets me less subscribers or, it gets me more dislikes and less likes, I'm still going to put information out that I genuinely believe. I'm not going to be like that other crypto channel I saw. You can look it up. Look up Dogecoin or whatever, and if you look it up on YouTube, you'll bounce around to some crypto channel with 150,000 subscribers. I forget what the name is on it. It's something crypto. Literally has crypto in the title of the channel, and then they said, it's a hard cap coin. It's not. There is no hard cap on this coin. This person is literally giving out false information and has 10x the subscribers of me, but I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. I'm still going to put out real information on this channel. But I wanted everybody to know what the actual description is of Dogecoin. Some people think it's Dogecoin. Some people pronounce it Dogecoin, or some people say it's Dogecoin. But 10.3 billion for a inflationary coin that is not better than any of its competition, and its competition is fierce. So just like Ford and GM are losing to Tesla, Dogecoin doesn't stand a chance to Bitcoin and Ethereum, and Litecoin doesn't stand a chance. It's nothing compared to its competition. All it is hype, and the idea that a coin that's description literally says Dogecoin is a cryptocurrency that was created as a joke. Its name is a reference to the popular internet meme. It shares many features with Litecoin. However, unlike Litecoin, there is no hard cap on the number of Dogecoins that can be produced. You think that is something that you want to be in for the long haul? Like, really, if I knocked on your door as a salesman and that was my pitch, would you get into cryptocurrency? Hey, we created this coin as a total joke, but we got a meme lord out there that really likes our coin and pumps it up before a Super Bowl while he's accumulating the real coin, Bitcoin. But come on, buy Dogecoin with us. Come on, it's a great sale, you know. I really think you'll really like it. It's only 8 cents. We have a lot of them though, a lot of them. That's why it's 8 cents. It's actually 10.3 billion on the market cap. Come on, get in Dogecoin. Pretty tough pitch there. Pretty tough pitch, right? But it is what it is, you know. Neo no one. You did a super chat a little bit ago. I want to at least answer these super chats. I really appreciate the donation, man. He says, "Hi from Australia. Can't stay long. Got to go to work soon. Love your videos. Keep up the good work." Thank you, man. Thank you, Neo. No one. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. All the way from Australia. Paul Allen says, "Bitcoin to the moon." I'm with you. All right, let's get to a couple more of these comments here. Appreciate every single one of you being in the live feed. All the people that helped this video by smashing that like, it really means a lot to me. It really does help the channel. So if you could hit that like button, we got 550 people in here. If we could get that like button up and get this content out to more people, really does help the channel. I know I've asked a few times, but if you could hit the like button, would really appreciate it. Really does help. And if you go to that other video I did and hit the like button on that one, or watch it and see if I was telling the truth or not, I think I, kind of hit the nail on the head on that last video, and I got a lot of pullback for it. It was really painful. But the good thing about YouTube is the video stays and you can see the track record. You can go back to my videos on silver. You can go back to my videos on platinum. You can go back to my videos on Bitcoin. I talked about all of them when they were far less than they are right now. So that's my track record. My track record is my videos that I haven't deleted a single video. Excuse me. I post every single one of my videos and I leave them up and I leave the comments open too. Everybody, annihilated the like button. Everybody that smashes that like button and annihilates that like button really does help. Really do appreciate it. We're up to 350 likes. Maybe we can get it to 400. Who knows? But I appreciate everybody for smashing the like button. Gets that information out to more people and really does help. We still probably got trolls in here, but at this point, you guys should go on Elon Musk's Twitter and not here. I'm just a small YouTuber. I don't really have that effect on Dogecoin that Elon Musk does. I just put information that's my opinion out there. This isn't advice or any pumping. This is just my personal opinion on this matter. So you're in the wrong place here. I would go to his Twitter and say, "Why haven't you bought Dogecoin? 1.5 billion in Bitcoin, Elon. What the heck, man? What's going on? Why haven't you bought any Dogecoin? Why would you do that? What? No Dogecoin? None? Not even a 8-cent Dogecoin? Nothing in Tesla treasury? Only Bitcoin?" That's where these trolls should be. Don't be on my little channel here. We're just a small community of us silver squirrels in here, Go to Elon Musk, go over to his Twitter. What is this? It's not affecting anybody over here. I'm a small channel here. We're just fellow silver squirrels around here. So why would Elon buy Doge? Please tell me. I'm with you, James. I'm with you. And the person that said he bought $1 billion, he didn't. Oscar, he didn't. So, he didn't. I would love to see that, because he'd actually be putting his money where he's talking, put his money there, but he's not. He hasn't. So all the people over there, the people that don't like me for saying, Dogecoin, Elon Musk and Tesla probably should have put some money in it if they actually are talking about it this much, but they didn't. They bought Bitcoin instead. All the people that are mad about that, go tell him. Go tell Elon about that. Don't tell me. I'm just a small-time YouTuber. But I would go to his Twitter. Go through a few more of these comments here. We'll go through a few more of these comments here. And by the way, if you want to be subscribed to my channel, I know that there's some people out here that really are into Dogecoin. And props to you guys. You guys got a real powerful community out there, and you guys have. I felt the pain yesterday. They got a little army of the Dogecoin guys. They got a little army, but I will still put the real information out there that I genuinely believe. Now, it's my opinion. Could be right, could be wrong. It's my opinion, and this channel is just my opinion. And if you go through my track record on this channel, you can see all the videos that I've done on this channel, and you can see my track record, and you can decide for yourself. But I would love to have you in the community. It is free to click that subscribe button. So do the 523 people in here, if you haven't clicked the subscribe button, and I think only like 20% of people actually are subscribed to this channel that watch the videos. But if you want to be part of the 20% and be part of our community here, it's totally free. You click the subscribe button down there below. You'll get notified of all future live feeds. I do them impromptu. I don't have like a set schedule yet on the live feeds. I kind of am just, when something like this happens with Tesla, I go live and we talk about it. And I would love to have you in the community. Totally free to do so. If you click the red subscribe down below, if you click the bell after the subscribe, you get notified of all future videos and all future live feeds on this channel. Would love to have you in the community. And if you could hit that like button, we're almost up to 400. We're up to 377 likes, 377 likes. We're getting up there. We're almost at 400, almost there. So if you could help that like button get to 400, we'd really appreciate it. And you know what's funny? I actually if you notice in the comments, I don't have any moderator in my live feeds. I do that on purpose. I don't have a moderator on purpose so people in the comments can see for their own eyes what a pumper looks like. They can see with their own eyes, and they can see that. And instead of hitting the dislike like that guy says, you know, please smash the like button and show them the truth. You know, show them the truth that we see what, you know, somebody is trying to make a quick buck. And around in this community, we're not trying to make a quick buck. We're investors around here, you know. Take things serious. So all the people that hit the like button, I'm sure this one will get just a lot of dislikes, just like the last one did, you know, because the Dogecoin community is very strong. However, they cannot deny the fact that there is no public information about Tesla buying any Dogecoin with their treasury. Now, if they did, you know, call me wrong, and the comments are open to do that. But I don't see any announcement. I see an announcement that they were accumulating Bitcoin while you were selling your Bitcoin to buy Doge. And they were buying it, which is kind of wrong. It's kind of wrong. And if I was buying Doge, if I was in that community, just if I never read a white paper or if I never, you know, knew what was a non-hard cap coin, an inflationary coin, and I was in that Dogecoin community, I would be pretty bummed. I'd be pretty bummed that there isn't a public announcement of him buying Doge after all of those tweets going out. He says, oh, I'm not going to be on Twitter. You know, I'm taking a break from Twitter. Oh, by the way, Doge. And then goes and buys Bitcoin. You know, it's like, what? What's up with that? What's up with that? You know, I would be on his Twitter. I wouldn't be in my comment section. You're wasting your time in my comment section. But yeah, and hey, they could have sold their Bitcoin to buy Doge, or however they got their money into their account, because you can't just, it's kind of hard to get your money in those little exchanges to buy Doge. You can't get it with Coinbase. There's a lot of places where you can't just buy Doge right away. So they have to sell something that is in that account to get Doge. They might use a different thing. Maybe they sold some of their Ethereum. Maybe they had, you know, dollars sitting in that exchange where they could buy Doge. You can't buy it on Coinbase. You can't buy it on Cash App. You can't buy it on PayPal. You have to have a certain little smaller exchange to buy Dogecoin, you know? So they had to sell something. They had to get it in there somehow, you know? So, but that is everything that I wanted to talk about. And by the way, to all these fellow silver squirrels in here, our silver is crushing it. We are crushing it. The demand is increasing with silver, and the supply is not there. And right now, silver and platinum, the two metals I've been talking about for a very long time, platinum is up $32 today, nearly 3%. Silver is up over 2%, 2.17%. Pretty good day for us in metals, you know. Might not be a 25% gain of fluctuations of crazy volatility, but it's a steady rise in our metals community. And to all of us with silver hands, not with diamond hands that we try to, it's like they say diamond hands, you know, they got the diamond hands, but everybody's trying to grab the diamond real quick and run, you know? So they all got diamond hands until one of them, you know, grabs the diamond quick enough and takes off, you know, diamond hands until that diamond is in the eyeballs of somebody with a lot of those Dogecoins. And they're like, I got the diamond, I'm out, you know? Look at Dave Portnoy with GME. He had diamond hands, right? Nope. He got out. Diamond hands until somebody wants to grab that diamond. But we got silver hands, and I really got silver hands. And silver hands, they're just kind of like, you just have them. Just kind of have them. Diamond hands, somebody's trying to grab the diamond in the middle. But that is it. That is everything I wanted to talk about in this video, guys. If you want to subscribe to the channel, would love to have you as a subscriber. Just click the red subscribe down below and the bell afterwards. You'll be notified of all future live feeds. Really, we got to 400 likes. So everybody, I don't know what the dislike ratio is. I can only see the likes on this. So I'm hoping the dislike ratio isn't as bad as the last video, because the last video ended up being correct. So if people want to beat me up for being correct about this situation here and that saying that they were going to go after Bitcoin and it was a distraction, I called it yesterday, you know? So maybe they do go into Dogecoin, but for right now, they haven't. They've only bought Bitcoin, while Doge seems to be a distraction. And that's kind of a bummer. Considering all the tweets he was doing on Doge. You would expect at least a little announcement. Like, yeah, we bought a few million of Dogecoin or something. Just any kind of little announcement for the Dogecoin community that believed in you, Elon Musk. You know, or believed in the, you know, hype. But the truth is, the video I posted on my Instagram, at Rob Sultan on Instagram, I posted this video of Elon Musk in a situation where he was just caught off guard going to get dinner or something like that by, I think it's TMZ or something. I posted that video on my Instagram, and that shows the genuine feel that Elon Musk has towards Dogecoin, calling, yeah, you know, it was a joke of a coin, you know, you never know, sort of thing. Like, the way he said it is just, he didn't really take it very serious. He's not taking it very serious. So the people who are taking it very serious, he wasn't. And he was taking Bitcoin very serious while he was doing all of this. Obviously, buying 1.5 billion. That's 15% of Dogecoin's market cap, by the way. That would have really moved the needle on Dogecoin. If he bought 15% of the supply of Dogecoin, that would really move the needle, but he didn't. He bought 1.5 billion of Bitcoin. Dogecoin's entire market cap is ridiculously overvalued at 10.3 billion. However, he didn't buy any of the Dogecoin. Again, all the people that are not very much a fan of me telling the truth and talking from what I genuinely believe, I would point that at Elon Musk, but do what you want. Do what you want. Really appreciate all of you for being here. Really appreciate everybody for clicking the subscribe and being part of the community. It's totally free to do it. You click the red subscribe and the bell afterwards. And if you want to watch that video prior to this one, because I made that yesterday and we were talking about this situation here, and maybe smash the like on that video, because that one was painful. We were going against the herd on that one. That one was painful. So if all of my fellow silver squirrels out there could help me out there, would really appreciate you smashing the like button, not only on this video, but on the one prior to this one, so that we get the real information out there. Because the thing with Dogecoin is, that's sad, is Bitcoin does, especially with Tesla getting into it, because this is great news. This is fantastic news. Like, this is amazing. If Elon Musk never talked about Dogecoin and just did this, I would just be a fanboy times an order of magnitude. You know, I'd be 10x the fanboy that I was prior. But I just thought it was wrong to be pumping something that you are accumulating the other thing, because the other thing is the superior technology. Why would you ever get into Dogecoin if you were Tesla? You wouldn't. You would get into Bitcoin, which is, that's what they did. That's the only thing. That's the only problem I have here. But the news is amazing news. The snowball is rolling downhill to change the monetary system. It's amazing news. This is fantastic. We should all be very happy. You know, we should all be very happy about this news. But I think I've repeated myself enough. If you want to be part of this community, please do hit the subscribe down below. Again, it's totally free to do that. If you click the bell afterwards, you'll be notified of all future videos. If you want to click the like on this, would really, really appreciate you smashing that like button. We are going to sign out. I got to get back to a lot of work over here, but I wanted to spend a little bit of time on this live stream to get this information out to you all. Thank you all so much for being here. See you at the next live stream or the next video. Signing out.